Is there a particular time you'd recommend everyone in the room to go to an auction? In like a bus cycle, boom cycle, any time, it's the best time to go?
Interesting, that's a good question. What was, and as our friend here saw, it responds so quickly to market changes that today properties perception is they're worth less than they were back in February, March time, and so the prices are down, but then the end value might be down. So it really does track the market very closely, far more than a estate agent is so live.
And any tips?
I agree with Dave saying that you can buy in any phase.
Yeah.
It works. However, it's about going to the right auctions. So, for example, if you go to the major auctions that are very well known in Central London, such as Savills, for example, you're going to find there's a great turnout there. Many investors are going to be actually focused on that because they've got great marketing, they're very well known, very established brand, key locations. So you're less likely to get a good deal because you've got more volume there. Does that make sense? More volume of people there. Now, if you go to auctions which are not that well known, a little bit out in the sticks, if you like, you're more likely to actually pick up a deal. One of our Feminine Cycle members, Andrew Sinclair, we actually had a mentoring session, and we had a mentoring session in Stratton's auction. This was 6 weeks ago. And while we were having the mentoring session, we bought a property. As you do. So this property is actually in Edmonton, £325,000, lot 13, you picked it up for. Now Stratton's, in that room, it was half filled. And there's a complete strategy. We've gone for another hour and a half, which we won't, don't worry. Going into much more detail. But that room was half filled. It wasn't as filled as Savills. Am I being clear? Yeah. So it wasn't as filled as that. So there was more chance of getting that deal. He'd already done the preparations. We made sure that we'd done the preparations, and he bought that property for $325,000. And now he's looking to make a profit of. We always have a like, intend, and must. So he's looking to make a profit of a must figure of $50,000, an intent figure of $75,000, and a like figure of $100,000 on that property. So he's actually got 3 price points he's looking to sell that property at. So yeah, that was good because it was a half-filled room and it was threatened.
I did hear of a property the other day where somebody walked into a major London sale. They're from Manchester, saw a property, a house come out for sale in Manchester, thought that looks cheap, bought it for £71,000, really without looking at legal documents. Then they looked at the history of it, were terrified, spoke to an auction house up in Manchester, said, look, I just get what you can for it. And it's a really cool basket case, and they sold it for 80 in the region. So there is a huge debate running in between the regional auctioneers and the London auctioneers to who sells for the best price. And you know, what you're actually looking for is a lot which doesn't follow convention, which is for some reason doesn't, that's where you must get emotionally attached. Just looking for where the person who was going to bid against you decided couldn't get in on the train or the tube strike. It's as simple as that. A tube strike might take 2 people who pay more than you out, you're then going to buy at your price. But yeah, you're looking for the exception to the rule rather than what they do make good money.